Good morning, Hoover Math and Science Academy students and staff. Hi, this is Jason coming to you live from the WHVR studio. Today is Friday, May 5th, 2017. The temperature in the village of Schaumburg is currently 43 degrees. Later today, we're expecting a high of 61 and a low of 42, with cloudy skies. Now please stand and join us in saying our nation's pledge. Our pledge people for today are
Adam, Phoenix, Daniel.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In sports yesterday, the Cubs won in the 13th inning against the Philadelphia Phillies by a score of 5-4. And the Sox won against the Kansas City Royals by a score of 8-3. Clubs meeting today are Hoover Harmonics Group's Blue and Yellow Group will meet today at 11:45 in the music room. Announcements today are, if you had artwork in the Friendship Village Art Show, please stop by the art room to pick it up today. Now a message from Mr. Smelger and Mrs. Ingram.
Thank you, Jason. Good morning, Hoover staff and students. Good morning, Mrs. Ingram.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. How's your Friday going?
Good, it's going great. I've seen lots of different hats today, so I'm excited to see that. And some classrooms have Hawaiian Day, so seeing a lot of flowers. It doesn't feel like we're in Hawaii, but people are very colorful and bright.
You should see Eva's hat here. It's, I'm not quite sure what that is. So those steel studs? Yeah. Wow.
Big variety of hats.
Yeah, lots of different hats today. I know the ABC countdown is in effect for many of the grade level teams, so that's pretty cool. It's cool to see the differences too between them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you've got some teachers with flair.
Yes, I do. So I have a couple staff members. First, I have Miss Young. Miss Young, thank you for making music so much fun for the kiddos. You can see the love of music that you have instilled in many of them. The concerts you coordinate are so much fun to watch. It's amazing to see how much the children have learned in just a few short years.
Very cool. And then I have Mrs. Villarreal, and it says, Mrs. Villarreal is a hardworking, dedicated teacher and mom. She brings out the best in her students. She is fun to talk to at work and a pleasure to work with at school. Hoover is lucky to have her.
Oh, that's nice. And then I have our district math coach, Mrs. Worth. It says, thank you for your strong guidance with planning math this year. You bring such positive energy to our meetings and your expertise is invaluable. I truly appreciate all your advice and resources you have shared this year. I'm looking forward to picking your brain again next year.
Very cool. And I have Mrs. Shoemaker. It says, Mrs. Shoemaker has a fabulous sense of humor. She is always willing to help and go above and beyond for staff and students. Hoover would not be the same without her. We are so lucky to have her on staff. I love all the decorations and reminders about Hump Day. I admire her dedication to her family, her teams in Hoover. Thank you for all you do. So that's really cool. And speaking of Mrs. Shoemaker and Mrs. Boeing, actually, today Mrs. Ankrum and I, along with Mrs. Shoemaker and Mrs. Boeing, are going to be going to a luncheon where they are going to be receiving an award. And I'll have more information on the award on Monday because they're going to be getting it today. But really, it's about that tone in the office that they've set, and just it's a state award. It's pretty cool. There's all kinds of stuff going on here. So we'll know more Monday, but they're going to be getting the award today, so that's exciting. And again, it really is just about that warm presence that they put in the office.
Yep.
And so speaking of that, this is to the staff members, specifically classroom teachers, because we are going to have two substitute secretaries in the office today. Number one, if you can make sure you get your attendance in as soon as possible. And number two, if you have any students that need assistance with forgotten lunches, maybe they forgot their hat for hat day and they're asking to call home, if you could please make those phone calls from the classrooms, that would really help out because we do have two substitutes in the office. All right. There's a lot going on. We also have Teacher Appreciation Week going on. So PTA has, again, we've got gift cards. Now I understand that we did not pull any names yesterday, so we will pull 4 today.
Sounds good.
So, you want to pull the next one? I have Mrs. Luckowitz. Mrs. Luckowitz.
I have Miss Hennessy.
All right.
Awesome.
It's like bingo. All right, mix it up. What was that? Miss Nagy.
All right. And I have Miss Solar.
All right. Very cool. We'll put gift cards in their mailboxes. Now we have what? Herbie High Five.
Herbie High Fives. All right, I'll start. I have the intermediate egg. Mix them up a little bit. I have Hedda in 206. Ali. Is it Ali?
Kyra.
Oh, Kyra. That's a K. Okay. Kyra in 211. Declan in 116. Sahithi in 119. Oh, 2 more. Eric in 206. And 1 more. Wendy in 117.
All right. I have Andrew K in 202. Let's see. Alexandra in 201. Ooh, we must have 201 represented in the studio today. We have, looks like Gugum in 119. Hannah in 106. We're getting a good mix of kids here.
Yeah, I did too.
Let's see. Jonathan in 110. I'm going to do 2 more.
Okay.
Feeling extra generous today.
Clearly.
We have Josh in
202, I think.
202. And the last one, who's it going to be? It is, looks like Hamza in 105. Congratulations to all the students that got their name called. Come down to the office after announcements. Everybody have a great day or not. The choice is yours.
Thank you, Mrs. Welser and Mrs. Ankrum. Friday's fact is, today is Cinco de Mayo, which is Spanish for 5th of May. Today, in the United States, Cinco de Mayo is observed annually on May 5th as a celebration of Mexican heritage and pride. Cinco de Mayo traditions include parades, mariachi music performances, and street festivals in cities and towns across Mexico and the United States. That's all for today. This week's production has been brought to you by the Frowning Geckos production team. Have a fun-filled Cinco de Mayo Friday.